Y'all, for anybody wondering, the T app is down. She is not working. There's too many motherfuckers on this shit, so she's not working. No matter how many times you restart it, you gon' get stuck here. This is as far as you're getting on the T app today. No more tea today.
The T app was never going to work. When I first came across this T app, it was sent to me by a friend of mine that was like, girl, oh my God, like it's this new app. You should sign up. I'm finding out all the exclusive about my little boost. And I'm just like, what is this? And she's like, basically it's like you post a picture anonymously about a guy that you're talking to or want to know about, and you get the deeds on him from other women, and it's a woman's only app. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Me personally, when I heard about it, I said, I really don't care. Just me knowing men, and if I'm dealing with somebody, I know what I'm dealing with. Like, I don't need the opinions of other women. Now, the T app, well, from what I found out, because when I was introduced to it in a messy way that I was getting the scoop and the tea, like if a guy's eggplant is big or small, I said, I don't care about that. I really don't. It's not that I don't care to know, but I don't put anything past anyone. So I don't need the tea. That person's gonna show me exactly who they are just by a conversation, their lifestyle, how they carry themselves, and how they show up in the relationship that they're trying to pursue with me.
Do y'all see how on that T app, all the dudes that y'all see up on there is the same type of dude with the same aesthetic? And yeah, not like that, but like that.
Now, the app initially was supposed to be for women and a safety thing. It was supposed to be for women, warning other women from narcissistic men or abusive men or men who are just dangerous, stalkerish, anything that can endanger a woman. I would think that this app would be beneficial. That could have been the intent, but it's sad that it took a turn to just be messy, especially when I found out that it was a woman and her boyfriend was posted on there, and all the women on that thread was talking so much mess about the girlfriend, saying that the girlfriend looks like a man, that she's ugly, she's this, and that's why I was with him last week.
You guys, this T app is hilarious. Like, I'm on that shit just laughing because honestly, believe half of what you see on there. Spare these men just a little bit, because could you imagine if there was an app for us women? What if there already is? The amount of men that would be on there talking shit about us, dragging us just because they didn't have a chance to be with us, because men are like that. You tell them that you're not interested, you don't want anything like serious or whatever, and all of a sudden you're fat, you're a big and that, like they be salty. So I believe there's a lot of salty women on there just talking shit about these men because they don't want other girls to like them or to talk to them. So honestly, believe half of what's on there.
It was just ugly. It was spiteful. It was just causing a lot of chaos, which that's why I did not energetically align with wanting to sign up with this app, because I knew that it was gonna attract certain women to join the app and turn it into a whole messy thing, to talk mess, to break up relationships, to, oh, I'm messing with your man, or da-da-da-da, or, you know, a vengeance type of app. That's what it turned into.
Okay, so since I've been on the T app, which is literally have only been like 2 days, but this is like what I've gathered from it. I can't even be mad at the men at this point. It's y'all, it's the women. It's the women that is the problem. They are the problem. Like, literally, you got women on here talking about the experiences. A man that, or then gave them something that they cannot get rid of, and y'all under there like, oh, what's his at? He fine, da-da-da-da. Like, how's your man? I'm on his back. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. It's literally an army of side bitches on there. I don't even know how else to even put it. Like, because this is supposed to be a platform like where women, you know, like trying to help other women. And now I'm saying like, oh my God, no, it's women like y'all the problem. Even if y'all know all of this information, y'all know it down low, y'all know he don't take care of his kids, y'all know he a liar, y'all know he giving out diseases, y'all still doing it because he's fine.
When it was actually supposed to be helpful. Now, there was a whole data leak with this app. And honestly, it was too new for me anyway, for me to want to sign up for something like that and put in my personal information. And look what happened. Energetically, I just wasn't feeling it, and I was right about it. thank goodness for the self-work and shadow work where I can identify where I want my energy to go into. And my energy did not want to go into that app. The tea that I needed to find out about the man is the tea I could find out about that man on social media. Let's keep it real. And even if that man doesn't have social media, you're eventually going to find out about that man. That's why you take things slow with people. You don't give your body so quickly to people, and you test out to see, and you look for patterns, and you look for past relationships within that person. Now, a lot of women were like, well, he was like this with her, doesn't mean he's like this with me. No, that person is who they is, no matter who they're with. It depends on how they're hiding it and how comfortable they are with that person. But eventually their true mask is gonna fall, and they're gonna show up who they really are.
Get off of that app. Okay, if you feel dependent upon the opinion of someone else to judge if you should be involved in a relationship with, speaking to a man, you lack discernment and you have bigger fish to fry. You should know yourself so well. You should be able to discern what is and what is not good for you so well that all someone has to do is speak to you for a little bit. If you just say, this may be or this may not be it. Your self-worth should be so high. You should trust yourself so much that no one, no man, woman, or child could ever do anything, could ever trick you, could ever play with you, because you understand what it is and what it ain't. The T app is for insecure women. I'm going to call it what it is. And that's no judgment, because I have been insecure in my lifetime. And I still have some level of insecurities, right? But I know how to maneuver and work through them. Every woman I know has been insecure in their lifetime, right? So this is not a judgment piece. This is just letting you know that there's something that you need to address, and you need to address it immediately. Because the fact of the matter is, if you had to put him on a T app, either one, you already feel like you've already seen that he's not for you, or that he may just be for the streets, or number two, you don't trust yourself enough to know if he is someone that's really going to be of value to you. Either way, you're experiencing a problem.
And then let's talk about how another thing, if the app would have worked, right? It would have worked what it was intentionally for, which was to protect women from men. Well, how are we gonna do that when women who are male-centered are gonna protect the men in their life? So a lot of the information before this whole leak happened was getting leaked anyway, and screenshots were being sent to men. Why were men being able to see what women were saying about them? Who was showing it to them? And why were you exposing to a man what other women had to say about this man, and possibly endangering those women's lives? So no, other women were going to set up those women in the first place, because they were sending screenshots, or they would let the man log into their account, their verified account, to go through and see what was being said about them and who was saying it, so that man can tie it to who is the woman that's talking about him. That could also possibly endanger that woman. Women who have brothers, women who have homeboys, women who are just identify more with men. Those are the women that are going to be very dangerous.
So I just found out about the T app on Monday, right? And let me tell you guys how I found out. My homeboy hits me up. Yo, I said, what's up? He said, are you on a T app? I said, what is that? He said, go on TikTok, search it up. I searched it up. I said, so what is it, like a dating app? He said, no, it's basically an all-women app. You can only be a female to have an account. And people are spilling tea about guys in their city. And I'm like, okay, what you want me to be on there for? He's like, I want you to see if I'm on there. And I said, okay. I was like, what do I got to do? He said, just go on the app. It's going to make you create an account, but you're going to have to take a picture to verify that you're a girl, and then you should be accepted quick. And then he was like, he even told me, like, you could skip the line by inviting people. So if you need to send me an invite, send it to me. I said, okay. So I go. I do it, take the selfie, send it to him, send him the invitation. And this man has been checking in with me since Monday to see if I have gotten in. He is definitely on that app.
I deleted the T app, and why I think y'all should too. So one thing was, this girl was letting this guy go on her phone and go through the T app and see what the women were saying about him, his homeboys. Do you know how unsafe that is? And then what kind of bitch are you? And then I don't even get along with the bitches on the app, because some of y'all are airheads. A woman will be saying, oh, I got beat. He gave me HIV. He gave me an STD. He did something to my kids or something like that. And then you bitches get in the comments, oh, I'm talking to him. When I tell you, they would have to fucking hold me down in the chair. They would have to fucking pry my mouth open for me to say that I fuck with a nigga like that. Like, do y'all not be embarrassed? Like, why my man on here? Bitch, that's your man. You could fucking have him.
Male-centered women, pick-me women, they are dangerous. So they're going to sign up to not help other women, but they're going to sign up to this app to expose other women to those possibly dangerous men, so those men can find out who that woman was that was talking about him, or warning other women about this man. So it was never gonna work. that's just my ones and twos about it. How do y'all feel about the app? Do you think an app like this could ever exist? It kind of just reconfirms to me about the sisterhood, and reconfirms with me about women and how the matriarchy, I just honestly, it's sad because there's a lot of women who would make the matriarchy fall. There are women who are just love the patriarchy, love men more so than protecting other women. And they will serve a man over protecting other women in the community. So the app was just never gonna work.
Y'all went on that app knowing you were not gonna leave these dusty ass men alone. Y'all went on that app in an attempt to shame men into treating you better instead of just leaving them alone. Y'all went on that app to name and shame men you know you're not gonna leave alone. Y'all went on that app not because you want to do better or because you're going to do better, but y'all went on that app just to turn around and do the same thing. And I'm not even going to get into how that app was created by a man and y'all so quickly fell for the, oh, you know, my mom is having a hard time dating, so that's why I created an app to keep women safe. So yeah, in order to be safe, upload your private documents to this app right here. Y'all fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I will never in my life believe that a man is creating tools to keep women safe from other men. It's just not realistic. Y'all went on the T app to expose men, but you ended up exposing yourselves in the process. Why are so many of you having unprotected sex with the same roach? Why are so many of you giving grown men money? Why are so many of you letting grown men move into your house? And what's worse is that a lot of you have kids and do not care about your kids. Y'all are on the T app in the comments like, oh, you know, I let him move in and he trashed my house and now me and my kids are afraid. What? You moved a stranger in with your kids? Why are so many of you comfortable asking other women about a man instead of just leaving him alone? Why are so many of you doing the most just to be able to still deal with loser men? All of these different apps and websites, don't date him, girl, are we dating the same man, the T app, and y'all never learned the lesson. What's very clear to me is that no matter what men do, most of y'all will not revoke their access to you.
Even if it did, women went on there. There was two different types of women. Women on there exposing other women to the men and giving away their spot and letting the men know what is being said about them. Then you got the women that are on there being spiteful, jealous, and arguing back and forth, talking down on other women. We have to do better as a community. We really do. And how we do better as a community is by focusing on self, finding the right women to be around, and leaning on your own intuition. And how do you lean on your own intuition is by doing the inner work and shadow work on yourself to help you fix those wounds that are blocking you from your sight and blocking you from seeing people for who they are. It's not about what you attract, because when you're beautiful or you have a light about you, you're gonna attract all types of men. You're gonna attract all types of people. This is a world that's a prey and predator type of world. Which one are you gonna be? You gotta look at everybody like they're a freaking predator and that you're the prey, and that you have to move a certain way because you know that you are a prey to a lot of people. So don't give people the benefit of doubt when it comes down to dating until they show you otherwise, because it's a eat or get eaten type of world. So women, we have to use our discernment. And also, my last advice is stop dating people off the internet that you don't know. Start trying to date people that's in your community. Men that you can ask about. Men that you or a friend of a friend can vet for. Or other people that you know that know this person. That's how it used to be back in the day. Now it's just become so dangerous because nobody knows anybody, because everybody's dating people from across town or across the world or across the country, or transplant, and you don't know anything about this person or who they are because you met them on social media, which I think is important to date people that's in your social circle, because you can get a little bit more information about that person instead of dating a complete stranger. But if you want to have more safety precaution, my best bet is to do a background check on everybody. Do a background check, see if that person's married. I mean, see where they live. You know, if it gets to that point, they invite you to their house, or, you know, really take the time to get to know somebody, and don't be scared to run background checks on somebody. Don't ever be scared to run background checks. And if you do have people coming to you about this person, stop being naive. Trust me. Trust me. I've had many people come to me about people that I've dated in the past, and I'm ignoring. I'm willingly walking into the lion's den, holding myself out like a snack to be devoured because I want to be hard-headed and not listen to other people. Stop being hard-headed. Use your discernment. Ask your community. Do background checks. That is the only way you can really protect yourself, because other women in this community will also probably endanger you for that man. Or other women are jealous of you and that man's relationship, so they're gonna jump in and sabotage it because the woman is jealous of you, therefore she wants what you have, including the man. So just be careful out there on these apps. Be careful out there with these dating apps, and stay away from T apps and stop putting in your information into an app, because now it's leaked and we don't even know what they have. They have your address, they have, I don't know what all you had to put in, your ID, your photo, all this information about you on a new app that was never really safely secured, and it was owned by a man. So we don't know what that agenda was and why that agenda. If it was an app made by a woman, different, but an app made by men, a man for women, and he's running it, I'm just saying, we have our suspicions. Y'all let me know below. Did y'all download the app? And if you did you find it helpful? Did you find it beneficial? Did you see anything that benefited you as a woman? Or did you see mess? Or maybe were you on the other side of the app and you saw things that were helpful for a woman? Or did you see the messy stuff? I want to know, because I ain't never downloaded, nor have I even looked at it or what it looks like. But I need the tea down in the comment section. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll meet you down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, bye.